Let me introduce. My name is Ega Purnamastri Agung, NIM 1312222000095, kelas R. Hello everyone, and welcome to our group presentation of my significant topic in the International Humanitarian Army Law, Armed Belligerence, and the Life of Mace. And armed conflict, determining the legal status of the parts involved the critical, not just for accession but also for applying, protection and responsibility under international law. In this video, we will explain the legal origin and characteristic of extreme. After that, we will analyze whether the Free Papua Movement or OPM fit its origin in these categories. Finally, we'll give our group and constellation of the status of the OPM. Let's begin of the first time armies. According to Article 4 of the Third Geneva Convention of 1949, the term and arms force refer to all organization military group under a common responsible to set of the involved in a conflict. The quality as a legitimate army, the group must have a formal command structure, be subject to international discipline and laws, where affects in distinguished side. Army armed openly follow the law and the custom of the war. There is the standard and secure the state army force. Effector under law rules and government, non-completion and can disqualify from occasion protection or communal privilege.
Let me introduce myself. My name is Ramadan Devaryono, NIM 131-2300-119, kelas R. I will talk about KKB here. Now let's move on the second category, belligerent. The belligerent refer to non-state actor in a armed conflict who are sometimes granted recognition as lawful combatant. Historically, this status appeared in the 19th century and was reinforced in the 1907 Hague Convention. A group can be considered a belligerent if it, number 1, control significant territory, 2, as a structural, political, and military command, 3, enforces internal discipline, and 4, is capable of communication with external states, 5, is involved in a protected organized conflict. However, belligerent status must be recognized by other state or international bodies. Without recognition, so a group is legally viewed as an insurgent or unlawful combatant. Now let's talk about the treat concave leaf and mace. According to Article 4(6) of the Third Geneva Convention, this refers to spontaneous and upsurging by civilians who take up arms to resist foreign invasion. The key elements include, number 1, civilians who have not formed a regular army, 2, a spontaneous reaction to enemy invasion, 3, the civilian must carry army openly, 4, they must respect the law of war, 5, the conversation does not apply to long-term organizations defending their homeland in emergency without prior training.
Now, let's take a closer look at the Free Papua Movement or OPM. OPM is separatist organization formed in the 1960. It goal to achieve independence for Papua from the Republic of Indonesia. Over time, OPM has developed several armed wings, including the West Papua National Liberation Army or TPNB. This group have been launched armed attack or government force and infrastructure, leading the Indonesia government to classify the terrorist or criminal groups. The legal question is, does OPM qualify under any of the three legal categories we just discussed? Let's examine. OPM is not part of recognition state military. It has no formal military legitimacy under Indonesia or international law. It takes a standard uniform or symbol, does not consistently follow the General Convention on Rules of War. Therefore, OPM cannot be classified as a legitimate army under international humanitarian law.
Let me introduce myself. I am Aprilian Syah Maulana Saputra, NIM 13123000253, Class R. Now, can OPM be classified as belligerent? Not officially. While OPM does have some organization structure, it does not exercise full territorial control, maintain a functional governance system, receive international recognition as a warning party without disqualification, and recognition from state or international organization. OPM remains legally classified as an armed non-state actor, not a belligerent. What about the third possibility? If unmatched, this opinion also does not apply. OPM is not a spontaneous uprising of civilians. It is a long-established structure, and armed movement was not formed as an emergency defense during foreign invasion, but as part of an organization's coercionist goal. Therefore, OPM does not meet the requirements to be considered a living mass under the Geneva Conventions.
Hello, my name is Muhammad Ansori Hadi Putra, NPM 1312130053. Now let's summarize our group conclusion based on international humanitarian law. OPM is not an army. It lacks official recognition, proper structure, uniform and consistent adherence to humanitarian law. OPM is not a belligerent. It has not received international recognition and does not fulfill the criteria for lawful combatants in a non-international on conflict.